If you had to bet on one thing, which will be very important for advertising in the next 5 odd years, and it cannot be artificial intelligence, what would it be?
The way in which we look at this, right? And obviously AI will play a role. Let's not kid ourselves. But the one thing for me that's really, really interesting is this notion of creating ownable, and by ownable, I mean branded, monetizable, repeatable formats, right? And in simple English, it's when brands create entertainment that people actually want to pay to watch. And what they will do is make that thing so watchable that it will be attributable to that brand. It will have a branded framework. So literally think about it as a frame that is branded. So no matter which creator, celebrity, actor, partnership you work with, your brand attribution, the role of that brand is really, really, really clear. What that thing is, it could be a game show. It could be a music video. It could be a movie. It could be whatever you want it to be. It could be a cartoon series. It could be some merch. It doesn't really matter, but it needs to be repeatable. It needs to be scalable, and it needs to be ownable and attributable to that brand. And that's really, really important. Once you do that, you're about 70% of the way there. The other 30% is really important. You then need to build a kind of multiverse, multi-channel ecosystem around that, right? Around that IP, you create merch. Is it a video game? Is it activations? Is it partnerships? Is it product extensions? Is it memes? Is it experiences? And you always got to think about that 360, which in the old days was just, some out of them, some press, some radio. That universe is just expanding, and you've got to pick the right ones. Sometimes it could be old stuff, sometimes it could be new stuff, but that's going to connect with your audience and build that community. And then there's this piece around distribution as well, right? So I'm going to answer this question with two things. The first piece is that format that I was talking about. And the second bit is around distribution. And you really, really need to understand distribution, right? Linked to your distribution is going to be a combination of data and commerce. But really understanding that distribution piece is really, really important, because that's how you're going to drive purchase. And we are here because we want to drive purchase. We are in a commercial or kind of industry that is there to drive commercial transactions. We're not here to make art.
Yeah, 100%. There needs to be a business impact at the end of the day.